welcome to Severely Underrated, and welcome to a film which, let's be honest, is not Citizen Kane. But then again, each time I try to watch Citizen Kane, I cure my freaking insomnia. Nah, this is a movie that exists for one reason and one reason only, to answer the age-old, extremely important life-altering question. Who would win in a fight, a wisecracking dream demon or an undead machete-wielding mama's boy? And my friends, it delivers on that front in the most gloriously fun way possible.
So beautiful.
Welcome to Freddy vs. Jason.
When I was alive, I might have been a little naughty.
Okay, technically there is a plot. Freddy Krueger, the burn-scarred nightmare aficionado, is feeling a little down. Why? Because Springwood's kids have completely forgotten about him, which is the dream demon equivalent of being ghosted. So Freddy does what any washed-up villain would do. He resurrects Jason Voorhees, the ever-silent hockey-masked hugging machine, and manipulates him into causing chaos. The idea? If people start fearing Freddy again, he can get back to his slashing shenanigans.
You may get the blood, but I'll get the glory.
Unfortunately, Jason does what Jason does best. He keeps going and going and going and going. And he won't stop. Even when Freddy tries to give him the "good boy, that's enough" signal, Jason just keeps mowing people down like it's the last day on the job.
Come on, ho, let's
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how two horror icons end up in a monster-sized custody battle over who gets to put the most teenagers to detention. Like any good slasher flick, the real stars are not the actual human characters because who gives a fuck about them, but it's rather about the two super-powered murderers. That said, we do have some human-shaped ragdolls.
Like a virgin, right? Someone pure.
One who's got a tragic past, some daddy issues, and just enough final girl energy to make it to the climax.
I mean, he knew that we...
The ex-boyfriend, who's been locked in the psych ward, sees Freddy in his dreams and is generally very sweaty throughout the movie, and for whom I don't give a f***. The bestie, who honestly gets bonus points for actually roasting Freddy's fashion sense before getting absolutely obliterated.
You're the one everyone's afraid of? You're not even scary. And let's talk about the butter knives. What is with the butter knives?
And the guy who meets a fiery end before delivering exposition and messages between the killers because Freddy couldn't slip into Jason's DMs. And then there's Freddy and Jason, the real MVPs. Freddy is his usual quippy nightmare-weaving self, while Jason is, well, Jason. He doesn't talk, but boy does he know how to make an entrance, usually by walking really slowly, while still somehow catching up to drunk teenagers. The real reason we're here is the Freddy vs. Jason battle, and oh boy does this movie deliver some absurdly fun, over-the-top carnage. Round 1. Dreamworld Showdown. Freddy, being the creative little goblin that he is, drags Jason into the Dreamworld and treats him like a giant piñata, bouncing him around like a pinball. Jason takes the abuse but doesn't seem overly concerned, and honestly the fact that Jason has enough brain to even experience dreams anymore is an entirely separate discussion we don't have time for.
So you are afraid of something after all.
Round 2. Crystal Lake Brawl. This is where things get absolutely bonkers. Jason and Freddy go at it in a ridiculously brutal battle, involving construction equipment, punctured limbs, and an absurd amount of blood spraying around that would make Tarantino salivate. It's gory, it's chaotic, and it's everything you would ever want from a horror villain showdown. Is Freddy vs. Jason a masterpiece?
Yes!
Is it high cinema?
Yes!
Is it a ridiculously entertaining horror slugfest with absurd kills, cheesy dialogue, and the kind of pure, unfiltered fan service that makes horror fans scream with joy?
Yes!
You bet your last Jumbo Roach it is! By the end, we don't really get a clear winner, because let's face it, since when did horror franchises like to declare victors? Because when I have 15 sequels for each franchise, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel while watching it. I'm simply eating the healthiest kind of food and zoning the f*** out.
Just chillin'. Killing.
Do I care if the protagonist escaped? Do I care if the good guys win? Do I care the slightest about some subplot about some lovers finding each other again? See ya, boys and gals, and remember to be nice to one another, have fun, leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe for more videos.
I don't need no stinking distinct advantage. If Mama's boy here, he's big, he's dumb, he's slow, he's stupid, and he ain't got no style. Place your bets, people. See you in the ring, Voorhees.